Katie?
Just the best atmosphere.
We are at the entrance and you can already feel the mist coming down on you. Welcome back to the Bucket List Life. Today we are going to take you along on our adventures at Victoria Falls. Before we delve off into that, we want to remind you to hit the bell and the subscribe button. Doing so will give you the notifications when we upload new videos for you to enjoy. As we left Bulawayo and headed towards Victoria Falls, we took a second to appreciate the architecture of the city. The drive took 5 hours. We did not have a lot of time to explore the city of Victoria Falls when we arrived. Took a stop at this lodge. Halfway to Vic Falls. I got a stony. And so on to Vic Falls. We did get a chance to go to a very memorable restaurant. It was called the Lookout Cafe, and it was very accurately named because the dining tables were set on a balcony, and we had a $1 million lookout view of the Zambezi River. The location of the restaurant was just a mile downriver of the falls, so we could hear the crashing water and feel a slight rumble from one of the world's most powerful waterfalls. After a week of roughing it in the bush, it was so refreshing to experience a taste of luxury.
Just the best atmosphere. The decor just blends in perfectly with the culture and the environment, and then you just got this massive rushing water. In a minute, I sure hope somebody uses that zip line.
I got the burger, and what did you get, Katie?
I got the beef open face. I think I truly deserve this moment of luxury. I have spent a week out in the bush, living like it was in the 1800s, and now I get to experience this $1 million view, this beautiful restaurant that is decorated to the max, and this comfy little swing here. I am loving it. Alright, Joshua and I have taken kind of a detour to Victoria Falls. We are lodging at this very hospitable family, and they have recommended the Lookout Cafe. And we have kind of wandered away from the cafe to this little walking trail and lookout point. And here we can see just the immense power of the rushing water. I get the sudden urge to throw a stick in it and see how the water moves it. So here we are. Here we go.
I couldn't even see it hit the bottom.
It took about 7 seconds for it to actually hit the surface of the water.
There's a monkey over there. I kind of see him. After dinner, we only had a few minutes to explore the city. Our driver suggested that we go to a local flea market. We were super grateful for the suggestion because we left with many handmade treasures. When your hotel key doesn't work, you get in with your card. The next day was the day we had been anticipating. We got to see Victoria Falls up close and personal. The falls are located within a national park, and the park has constructed a lookout points at different angles of the falls.
Okay, we are here at Victoria Falls, and there is 16 different lookout points to admire these great falls. So we're walking this trail here so we can get to that point.
We are at the entrance and you can already feel the mist coming down on you.
We can't see it, but we can feel it.
It looks like they have elephant tusk up here. Well, elephant skull. Yeah, this would be an elephant skull. Different animals up here. Other hippo and water buffaloes.
Smells like a greenhouse in this garden area. Fresh greenness, new sprouts. This is so spectacular. I mean, it's the pure forest. It's just, I don't know, it's amazing. One of the God's best creations. Where she's canoeing and all of a sudden she just falls in from this waterfall, and you know what, she just swims right on like nothing happened. I felt like, I don't know, it just reminded me of that.
Now we got the side view
The
river.
The Zambezi.
We
He
got
says
the
this water right here, all of this water will be funneled into the Great Drop.
So now we're gonna get in front of the falls, and that's where a lot of that mist is gonna be. So probably gonna switch to my other camera for that because you'll get soaking wet. Opposite effects on us. Katie has a headache right now, and listening to it helps calm her headache. And me is just building up this like bundle of energy in me that I want to scream at the top of my lungs right now.
So I did hear something in the side forest, I guess you could say. It's like an animal. This is like a medium-sized animal, not a squirrel, but a tourist is about to become the prey.
This fall is giving me some energy, and I want to let some of it out at it. Yeah! Woo! Oh, that feels good.
So much mist.
It's coming down so heavy right here. It's like rain.
I just got really wet. Joshua didn't even come through with me, but it was this little part of the sidewalk that was basically just pouring rain. Precipitation from the mist. So you can see my sleeves are completely wet. Bottom of my pants completely wet. And we're only halfway done.
Back into the rain we go. Gotta put my hood up. Whoa! People out there trying to go to Devil's Pool. I think the water's too high for that though. I am nearly soaked through. My upper body isn't soaked through right now, but walking through driving rain. Woo! So this was my second time back to the falls and Katie's first time. And for me, it was just as amazing as the first time.
It was spectacular, something I've never seen before. Just the grandness of it all. Sheer amount of water and the height of the falls makes it a world wonder. So if the Zimbabwe National Park had me on their team, I would completely rearrange their numerical network of the little stations that you go from. They have it numbered currently, whereas like number one, your first stop and lookout point, is really one of the most spectacular lookouts. And number 2 and 3, almost equally as spectacular and grand. But then it actually gets less grand because the mist is so in your face, it creates a fog where it blinds the scene of the actual rushing water.
So if you want to start from like least grand to most grand, start from 16 and go to 1.
Yes.
Or actually 2 is the most grand. So 16 to 2 and then go that way. But if you do go that way, you will be wet you'll get wet first. So I can
Yes.
understand.
But then it'll be
maybe,
worth it when you get to number 3, 2, 1. It'll
Yeah.
be like, oh, I just endured all this rain to see this spectacular sight. But the park organized it in the opposite way I would. So, just my opinion.
And actually, what I've heard is that the Zambezi side, you get the best view on the Zambezi side because you're set away from everything. You can see down the entire falls. But on the Zimbabwe side, the lower numbers are the more spectacular viewpoints.
So we are in the forest of Zimbabwe.
After we completed the trail, we ordered a couple of cups of coffee and reflected on the beauty we had just witnessed. After seeing the falls, we stopped to get some coffee and cake.